Hi everybody, welcome back to my channels, and in this video I'm going to show you the new Lamborghini Aventador SVJ made by Rastar. Now you may have seen it in our channel before. This one is not brand new, it's been out there for a while, but I decided to go for this one instead of the model car that I usually collect. And the main reason why is I love Lamborghini, I love Aventador SVJ. I could not get anywhere out there that do in diecast, and the only model that closest to this one is the Auto Art, and I hated Auto Art so much. I'm sorry for those of you who love Auto Art, and I can tell you why, and you should really watch my ORS videos on my channel, and I can show you why I hated it. I bought it on eBay. It is brand new. I know the guy and that sold it to me, and as soon as I received it, I said to him, this is my first ever Auto Art model and a composite model. I have the signature series, which I'm not really that impressed with the Aston Martin 177. And you know, it doesn't have the full working suspension, but it's not too bad, to be honest. It is die cut still, and it has some of the details on it, which is not bad. But I want to give it a go on composite model, and so I decided to go with it, and I hated it. You know, as soon as I open the box, and then the paints are chipping off, and there is no carpet inside. The rear spoiler come off, and the side mirror snap off, and also the rear trunk doesn't stay up, and it keep on falling down. And people told me that this is 1 kilo heavy, and actually it is a lie. This is the thing, right? So you gotta be really careful with some of the YouTube channels, and some people might not tell you the truth. Maybe they try to tell you the truth, but then they might not know all the information. I don't know, or maybe this is intentional. I have no clue. Maybe they got paid for these videos and they have to say it like that. Anyway, what they told me is 1 kilo heavy. It's not just one channel, it's like 2 or 3 channels actually say it. Even the UK retailer say to me it's a 1 kilo heavy. And then when I actually received it, I put it on the scales, and it is actually not true. Alright, so the actual figures, and not figures, the model is actually less than like 700 or 800, around that mark. Alright, so it's definitely 750 grand. So it is ridiculous. And this one is 114 scale, okay, and this one has a 5 AA battery on it, and it weighs the same as that Auto Art Lamborghini Urus. So there we are. Anyway, so apart from moaning aside with the Auto Art, and let's get on with this Rastar. Now this is actually a remote control car, and it doesn't have any opening part here, unfortunately. The only one that I have in my collection that doesn't have opening part. I have 2 other Rastar model, and I was quite impressed with it. And this is very cheap, by the way. This is only about what I paid for 30 or 40 pounds, something like that, which is very cheap. Such a big car, but it is actually very light, and because they're all made of plastic, even it has all the electronic components and battery compartments and everything inside there, all the mechanical stuff in there, it's still not heavy as the die-cast model. Okay, so but what I do like is I love Lamborghini, especially Aventador SVJ. I think they're the coolest sports car in the modern day, so I decided to go with this one. Now I'll tell you all the technical stuff in a second, so let's take a look on the motor itself. So you can see that it has all the nice headlight detail. It is officially licensed by the Lamborghini, by the way. It's not third party made, and there is no opening part here whatsoever. Underneath there has the 5 AA battery, which I put it in there. Alright, so if I want to shut it that way, and then turn on a button, and then so the lid will not come out anymore. And then you have the adjustment for the steering wheel as well, and you got massive tire, and you can actually see the steer really nicely. It has a suspension as well, right, front and back, very nice and soft kick feedback, actually very nice. And the interior is also not too bad, even though they're all completely plain black everywhere, but you can see all the buttons and all the dials, and it's very clearly labeled, which is really cool. It's a shame that it doesn't have any windows, but most of these ones don't have it anyway. And now their opening part here, they're all sealed plastic. And then this my nice matte paint on the top, and then you got glossy white part on here. The engine part cannot open, and this is all sealed, but you can see a little bit detail inside there, but not really much. And then you got nice exhaust, and then all diffusers and all the spoilers and carbon fiber effects and so on. And for the £35 to £40, I would say this is really not a bad price. I go with the remote control car, and I have 4 of them already in my collection. Things that I cannot get it on a diecast, I go with a remote control car basically. Now I can play with my son in the park or in the garden, so you know, we can race together, so why not? So I decided to go with this one. And then you can see the headlight is blinking, and then if I press it, you can see that it's actually move. It's a rear wheel drive, not a front 4-wheel drive, by the way. So if I press it here, you can see that wheel only spin on the back. And if I do the other button, left and right, so it does actually work. You can see brake disc and caliper as well, and they don't actually spin as you spin the wheel, which is also good. So it is really nice for the price that I pay for, and really good model cars and an actual, you know, race car as well. Anyway, yeah, so let's look at the back, and you see the red light will show up as well. You see that? So it is actually working. We really like the front LED light here. Wow. So there we are. Right, so if you want to know technical details, so this is the box that comes with it. I put it in the garage, so it's a bit dusty now. But it does have the sound stuff. It says 2.4 gigahertz, yeah, 6 plus and blah blah blah. And then you got 5 AA on the car and 2 AA on the remote control. Yeah, then that's about it. It doesn't say anything, but I have tested it recently in the garden. It does actually drive all the way to the back of my garden, which is impressive. And my garden is about 75 feet, and it still go, you know, without me chasing the car all the time, which is amazing. So yeah, I would say this is definitely worth the money. And the only thing that shame about this one is it doesn't have any opening part. All the other motor cars, not motor cars, I keep saying that, remote control car that I have, they all actually have opening part on the door at least, but this one doesn't, unfortunately. And they also come with another wheel, the white one, I think the silver one, sorry. But unfortunately I couldn't get that one at all, so I have to go with the black one. It doesn't matter anyway, it's fine. So there we are. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.